everybody, it's me, Kat, the Black Cat, here again with another Wig Work Wednesday. Today we are going to be reviewing some wigs that I got in the mail recently, taking a look at them, and then I'll go ahead and put them on my brand new wig head here so you guys can see them. And I will also link in the chat where you can buy them if you are interested. So we have wigs from 3 different places today. I have some wigs from Arda Wigs, some wigs from Webster Wigs, and some wigs from Dreamholic. And actually, before I start the review, and then again at the end, I wanted to tell you guys that J Fashion On Demand is helping to run another virtual fashion event that's called Sea of Serenity, and that is going to be September 4th through 7th. And I'm going to post the link to the event in the chat now. If you want to go ahead and click that link and join the event. There's going to be lots of good content, and also it is a kind of loose Sailor Moon theme. So if you're a Moony, like many people out there, I think this could be the J Fashion event for you. So, without further ado, I guess we will start with one of the wigs on the mannequin now. So, move her into the frame as a visitor walks by.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, he says. So this wig here is one of 4 wigs that I got from Webster Wigs. So I'm going to post their link now. Webster Wigs is based in the UK. And I actually realize now I'm on the wrong source, so give me just a second. Here's where we should be right now, like this. Much better. Okay, a lot less plain. So this is from Webster Wigs. They're based in the UK. The shipping was really fast. Honestly, I was surprised with COVID. I kind of expected like a 2 to 3 week ship time or more. And I feel like it was maybe like 4 or 5 days, like a standard shipping time. So Webster Wigs does specialize in lace front wigs. They have lace front wigs in natural and in unnatural colors. And if you don't know what a lace front is, well, you're looking at one right now, but I'll go ahead and tell you. So most wigs have a hard front here, which if you were to have the hair pulled back, it would look really unnatural, and you would see like this big, thick line where the wig starts. Well, a lace front wig has hair here that is individually threaded onto lace, which is very close to, it should be your skin tone, so that when you wear the wig, where the wig starts blends into your skin and your natural hairline, so it gives you a more realistic look. And we will do a video eventually on how to cut the lace on a lace front and how to wear a lace front, but I'm still kind of getting the hang of it now, and I don't want to give you guys advice and then change it immediately after. So let's go ahead and show you guys this wig. So this wig's color, I believe, is called Frozen Mint. And at first I was like, oh, it's a silver wig. Why is it called Frozen Mint? And the camera might pick it up, it might not. But there is a little bit of a mint, like green tone to the silver. And I kind of like that because it's a little bit more interesting. She's got two layers here. There's like a short one and a longer one. I'll actually scoot her up here so you can see how tall she is. Or how long, I should say. And then there's dark roots. So I really wanted a silver wig with dark roots for some gothic looks. And again, it's a lace front, and I haven't cut the lace yet, so you can see it here in profile. But from straight on, if I can turn it again, you can see that the lace, it like really blends into this wig head. So that would be like your skin. So I really like these wigs. I think that, I'll take it off here to show you guys. But actually, one more time, I'll shade the back. I think the coverage is really good, the way the wefts are. When I go like this and part the hair, we aren't seeing any wefts. You have to like really get in there to see them. Actually, I can't even see them like this, so I think that this wig particularly is very well constructed. There's a lot of hair on it, which means there's a lot of styling options. I believe that these wigs are also heat resistant. I have not put any heat to them, and I don't really plan to with the styles that I bought. I'm very happy with them as they are, but you could have that option. I would check their website to get the exact temperatures, which I think they list in Celsius and Fahrenheit, which is very, very helpful, depending on where you live in the world. So I think there might be 1 or 2 more pins in here, and I would like to show you guys what this looks like on the inside. Yep, there is one more right here. And if you're wondering, this new wig head that I bought, I actually got on Amazon. I think it was only $23, so not very expensive and worth the purchase because it's like a hard, I don't know if I think it's cork wig head underneath that fabric, and so it's going to be really durable and last me for a long time. So here's the wig itself. Got that lace front there, and I'll go ahead and turn it inside out and show you guys the inside. So all this here is hair that's sewn under the lace front. Then here we have the little bit of a kind of skin top and all the wefts here. So there's a ton of wefts and therefore a ton of coverage. There are no toupee clips or, you know, the little wig clips that snap in, but there are combs instead, which is really good if you are somebody who doesn't necessarily wear a wig cap or doesn't have a wig band. Arta Wigs makes a lace front wig band that's made to help prevent it from sliding back, and you'll see some silicone ones out there nowadays. So this would be useful for if you're not wearing that. Otherwise, it's just kind of, it's not really in the place on your head that I would wear that particular band. I've tried it before and you can't, like, this sits literally right where the band is. But if you aren't wearing one of those headbands, you can certainly use these clips and they will help hold it in. Like any other wig, it also has the adjustable elastic straps on it, which is really useful. And overall, very happy with this. So this is the first wig that I got recently. I think I have all my Webster wigs up here in the front, so we'll go through them first. Another thing I purchased from Webster Wigs are these hanging wig holders, which I really, really like. You can hang them on the back of the door. When I get my backdrop up again, I'm going to hang them on my backdrop. And you can hang them in a closet. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. But they're really easy to assemble, and I would imagine very good for cons, because this way, you know, your wig can keep its style and be stored. So this here is the second wig that I bought. I'm in love with this wig because of the color. For all the goth looks that I do, you wouldn't know that my favorite color is actually blue, but I tend to wear a lot of pink like you see today. So this wig here it's pink with some blue and some like dark purplish pink highlights in it, and it's long and wavy. So I am going to keep it in, it's in a little bit of a net now. You can kind of see the texture there. I'm going to keep it in there for now just because I want to preserve the curls and make sure that they don't fall. And I will need to take some time and detangle this because I have worn it already like 2 or 3 times because I just love it so much. So this is also by Webster Wigs. So it has the 2 combs on the inside. Here's one here and there's one on the other side. And I forgot to mention this on the gray one, but there's also a clip on the bottom that you can get underneath your hairline. Now this wig also has a lot of wefts in it, but I don't think it has quite the coverage that the gray one has. For some reason, you can kind of see even now, the back is a little bit thin. If I turn it just like this, you can kind of see some wefts here. Of course, now it's like very hard to see it on the camera, but in person you can really see those wefts, and that didn't really take anything at all to show those. And even here on the top you can kind of see the wefts, and I'm not sure if that's really just a result of this being a light colored wig, or just this particular style maybe doesn't have as many wefts. But that being said, from the front it looks great. I love the colors, I love the style. It's a lace front, so it's going to blend into your hairline, and just to show you that they also produce non-natural colors too. So I really was happy with this one. The third wig that I bought from them, I actually bought to go with my Lady Sloth Wears the Bat JSK, which I have in lavender, and I think I wore for 1 episode. And so this wig here, as I make all these rustling sounds, I do apologize, is a short, kind of dark gray root and lavender wig. So I'm going to scoot this down my hair so I can reach it a little bit better, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on the wig head. Here's the front. Okay, so this one has a widow's peak, which I like because I have a widow's peak, so then if mine shows, it doesn't look too unnatural. So she is a nice little short bob of a wig. Let's pull down a little bit in the back here. Might have the elastic a little tight for this particular size wig cap, but she's a nice little short wig, little curly bob that this actually I might need to comb it out a little bit here, which I guess I can do this here while we sit and talk, just to give her a little bit of a more natural texture if you were to comb through it, kind of hide that synthetic look that the hair has. So again, this one I think is on the thicker side as far as the weft coverage goes, which I'm very happy with. I think it looks really natural. I'm planning to wear it with a beret, so I'm not too worried about any of the hair here showing the wefts, but even if I was, I don't think you can see them, even through me just combing through it kind of haphazardly like I am. It's a shorter wig, which means, you know, it's going to be a little easier to detangle if needed. And I just wanted some shorter wigs because my hair is super long right now, and sometimes I don't want it touching my neck, especially in the heat in the summer. It's super humid here in Pennsylvania, and sometimes you just need a break from that. So overall, I love this one. It is, again, up there with some of my favorite wigs I've bought, and I need to cut her lace still, and that will maybe be one of the ones that we do in our demo. So that's the third wig I bought from them, and the way that I'm storing these wigs are with the foam still inside them, and they came in this nice little cloth bag, which is super cute. Oh, I think she also had a hairnet on her that I lost track of right here. So if you are having trouble with putting a hairnet back on a wig, don't fret, it takes some practice. I'm pretty used to it because I wore wigs for Irish dancing, so we always had our wigs in these like kind of wig nets to protect the curls. So don't fret, it does take some patience and practice. I actually struggle more with getting the wigs back into these bags than anything else. So we're gonna just slip her into there. And I just try to make sure that when it's in the bag, it's not sitting at such an angle that it would put a weird fold in the wig. So I'm actually going to turn it so that gravity kind of helps preserve the curls rather than to pull them apart. And these I have just been hanging up because they're in a nice little bag. And then we have one more. This one also is arguably one of my favorites already. So again, I will post the Webster Wigs link one more time while I review this last one. Gonna paste that. And again, they're based in the UK. So this one I saw and I was like, I have to have it because I love space and galaxy things. Like I said, my favorite color is blue, and one of the things that's really prominent in galaxy themed prints are dark blues and purples, and I just think it's so beautiful. So this wig also is a dark rooted wig with this beautiful blue and purple, and there's even a little bit of a pink streak in it, and I'm just in love with this. So we're gonna go ahead and put her on the wig head and give her a little bit of a comb through. I did a little bit of a cut on the lace for this wig, but I didn't cut it too far because I honestly just wanted to throw it on just to throw it on because I was like, I have to wear it. It's so beautiful the first day that I got it. So there's a little bit of hair caught in this elastic, so I'm just kind of getting that out now. Let's put her up here on the wig head. I'm gonna use my chin to help me pull her down. There's the bottom. Here's the bottom. Okay, so here is what this wig looks like on. wig head, that's probably about where my hairline would be. So again, it's a shorter wig, which I bought because, you know, it's the summer, my hair is really long, and I kind of want some short hair sometimes. This also is kind of a throwback to when I had was dyeing my own hair prior to having my corporate job. I dyed my hair purple, pink, and blue, and it was almost these exact colors in this exact fashion. It was like a kind of crazy looking swirled galaxy-esque thing, and then it faded and was beautiful. But so this one again has a lot of coverage. If I go like this, you know, we're not really seeing even parted there. You don't really see the wefts hardly at all compared to that pink one. And again, I'm not sure if that's just because this is a darker rooted wig or just because the weft coverage is better. So I haven't had any issues with these darker ones, but the light one I did. It's a lace front, so again, you have to cut the lace and also know how to wear them. I also did make the mistake of using some foundation to try to blend the lace better. I had read that that was something you can do, and it does not work for me because my skin tone is so fair that all it did was highlight every tiny little shadow in the texture of the lace, and it showed up on my skin, and I had this like very noticeable hard line where the wig was. So we will not be doing that on this particular face, but it might work for you. So I need to take a sip here. But yeah, so this was the last wig that I got from Webster Wigs. So overall, I do recommend them. I really like the products. I think that the variety is there. They have arguably as much variety as Arda wigs, and they are lace fronts, so it's even better in my opinion, because sometimes you find a style that you like on Arda, but it doesn't come in a lace front, and you're just kind of like, oh, well, that stinks. What do I do now? And Webster Wigs has a whole section on their website dedicated to lace fronts. I think it's most of their stock, actually. There are a ton of different styles, and short, long, medium, curly, straight, layered, not layered, and they even sell some pre-styled wigs, which I think is super cool. And the pricing was pretty reasonable, I'd say. For a lace front wig, it wasn't some like $200, $300 wig like you'll often see for synthetic lace fronts. So yeah, overall, I would recommend them. I really like the product, and the shipping was super fast, and I didn't have any issues with payment or customer service. So A+ from the Black Cat at Wig Work Wednesdays. So we're going to go ahead and put this one back into her bag. So again, I still have her tissue paper inserts, which I am putting in first. Then we're going to put the little wig net back on her. Some of the hair just wants to flip right over. Going to go ahead and find the bottom of that. Stretch it over the curls best we can. And now we just need to get it back in the bag. Here we are. Last but not least, I'm just turning the wig in the bag so that the curls are going to be compressed like this as it hangs, and so that we don't put any weird dents in the hair. So all of these wigs have been hanging on this kind of hanging wig stand, or they have been hanging in their bags that they came in, and all the rest of my wigs are in this lovely tub. So recently I reorganized all my wigs after I got all these new ones, and they're now all in this lovely Sterilite tub. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out the wigs here that I got from Dreamholic recently. So this is one of them. This is another one. I got a lot, I'm sorry. This is another one. There are so many. So many wigs. This is an older one that I've had. There's another wig here. This is another new one. It was open at the bottom. Okay, nothing fell out. Let me see this. This This one has a sticker on it. Oh, that's right. It's Lock Shop, not Dreamholic. Okay, so it's not in that bin. So I bought some smaller Sterilite bins to go inside here so that the wigs aren't crushed by the weight of each other. These are all old. And there's like 2 to 3 wigs per tub. These are both new. Let's see. These are old / cosplay wigs. Also older wigs. I think I'm up to in the mid-20s on my wig count. So it's probably time to chill. And then I think that this actually might be all of them. 6 wigs. I thought I had 8, but maybe 6 is the number that I had. Alright, so without further ado, this is actually Minty Mix, so we'll do that one last. So first up, one of the first wigs I got from Lock Shop, you can see from the color here is a nice pink color, is the Little Witch in Peachy Coral. So some of these wigs were on a pre-order from the worldwide stock, which means that basically I had to order them through the USA store, wait for them to be produced, and shipped to the US. So that did take a little bit of time, and with COVID, things did not quite go as expected. And another thing to note is that, especially the worldwide shipping, I can't comment too much on the domestic shipping because it has been a while since I've ordered just straight from the in-stock USA store, is that DHL has a weight limit, and usually they are shipped through DHL or EMS, I think. Either way, there's a weight limit, and so my package ended up getting split into 2 separate orders, which caused some confusion because some of the items got put into one package and then parts of other items got put into another. So for example, this particular wig here I'll show you first. So it's got a little bit of a short bob and it has 2 little twin tails. And the twin tails were one of the packages and the bob was in the other. I was very confused when I opened my first package, which came a week before the second, and I only had 3 wigs and then like some twin tails, and I was like, what is this? So I'll show you the construction of these wigs. So all of the Dreamholic wigs that I've had so far have the same construction. They have a comb at the top, so you can just get it right up there on your headline, and they have the little, sorry, I'll try to get it snappy 2-play clips on the side for clipping in right about at your temple area, which I really like because if you don't have bobby pins on hand and you need to get your wig on, those will hold it in place at least until you can get somewhere that you can get bobby pins if you think you need the security. So I'm just going to flip this onto the wig head so I can show you guys what this one looks like. So again, this is the Little Witch in, I think it's Peachy Coral? Peachy Coral. Sorry about that. Coral. And while I'm doing this, I'll post the link to Dreamholic's store in the chat so that you guys have it. Alright, I'm just gonna flip it down like this. So this is kind of the technique I take to putting on my own wigs, is inside out to right side out, or I will catch it on the bottom and pull it over the top, or catch it on the top and pull it over the bottom. There is no right or wrong way. Whatever way you get it on your head that doesn't get a bunch of hair caught into the wig cap itself works. So this is a nice straight little bob wig, and I also wanted this wig because it's again a short little bob when the twin tails aren't in it, so I can just wear this little bob wig if I choose. She's got a little bit of a hime bang going on, a little straight across and then framed face, which I can show you here. I'll go ahead and scoot this wig up. It looks like it's a little bit hard to see. There we go. And it's a really nice, like, dusty pink color, I'd say. I wouldn't necessarily call it coral. I don't know if it's orange enough, but that's why it's called Peachy Coral, because it's more peachy. So I think I have her on here just a hair crooked, looking at those bangs. And I think that when I get to have some more time, I will be lightly heat treating these bangs, just so that they can kind of like poof out a little bit more, because I don't do too well with the straight slick down bang look, just because of the way my face is shaped. It doesn't look too flattering on me. So this is option A, and then option B is with the twin tails. So I'm going to unclip them to show you what they look like. They're also mostly on the straight side, and interestingly enough, to me, they are kind of small clips, maybe about 1.5 inches. So I was kind of surprised at that. Usually I feel like twin tails are a little longer than that, because you have to get that clip into the wig somewhere, and it needs to stay. So I got one clip in there, and then here is the second one. If I can get it out of the net. So another thing about twin tails is, don't get frustrated, they do like to eat the little hairnet that comes on them. So just be patient with them. And here is the second one. So here is the little witch in peachy coral and all of her glory with her little twin tails on. I think one is a hair taller than the other. So I got some in my eye. Oh, goodness. I might just scoot this one up just a hair. And you may notice this, but there is a little bit of like a weird bunching where I feel like this wig cap isn't quite sitting on here correctly. But that's something that can be fixed with some bobby pins. And my hair being under here will fill it out, because there's quite a lot of it. And this wig head is 23 inches around, and my hair with wig, my head is 23, so with hair it will be a little bit bigger than that. So overall, very happy with this. Again, there were some weird issues with the shipping, that I'll show you here too. If I'm just like shaking the wig around, or brushing it, or running around, there's no issues with the wefts really showing, which I really like with a wig. I would not go as far to say as this is the thickest wig I've ever owned. I actually appreciate that it's light. It's pretty lightweight, so it won't be very hot. And yeah, she's super cute, and I can wear her for some sweet looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these away so we can move on to the next one. So the way that I'm putting these away, they do have a slight curl to them, so I'm just going with that curl to get them back into their little net, and then allowing them to drop straight. So there's one. I gotta do the second one. And one of the reasons why I wanted to go through the time to show you guys all these wigs in like a haul or review style is so you guys can see what they look like if you are thinking about ordering them. Because a lot of times with wigs, it feels like, I know to a lot of people, that what you see on the website isn't what you are getting when you open the box. And it's important to know that wigs that are on websites, especially like Dreamholic, are pre-styled. So, you know, you need to take that into account when you buy them, that you would need to style them to look like that to get exactly that product. So I still have the paper for this one going back in there. And the way that these wigs are, there is a plastic bag and there is a piece of cardboard. So the wig sits inside the cardboard. I'll pick this up so you guys can see. It sits inside the cardboard like this. And I'm going to lay the little twin tails. Oops, don't catch on my mouse, please. I'm gonna lay the twin tails right on top. Ooh, we got a new follower and I didn't hear it. Whoa, thank you for following, Raven Scar. Yes, we're so much closer to affiliate. We're almost halfway there. But thank you so much. It means a lot to me. So I usually just set them inside of the little cardboard. And then now that we have this, I'm going to use it kind of like a food tray, and I'm going to slide it right back into the bag. So I'll get it started, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So they will come to you like this. This is how they come straight from the store. So I've got it started, and then it will just slide right in. And this cardboard is going to protect it from getting crushed. If you have a curly style, it'll help protect that. Or if you do any heat styling to it, this will help protect that as well. They're a little hard to Ziploc shut after that, but you just take a little bit of elbow grease, you can get it, I believe. So this is the first wig of 6 that I ordered from Dreamholic. Here is the second one. This was another one that came with the twin tails in one package and a wig in another, which is very confusing, but it's okay. And this was kind of a weird purchase for me. You'll notice most of my wigs are natural colors, or if they're not a natural color, they're pink, or kind of purple. I don't own any blue wigs, and this is now my first blue wig, and it's not just blue, it's blue and like green and purple. So this wig is called the Boborica Model 3 in color Fairy Frill. So this is similar to the Little Witch, which we just saw, only it is a little wavy. So I'll go ahead and pull her out here. She again has 2 twin tails, and it's kind of a split wig style as far as the color goes, which I was interested to see because I don't think I noticed that in the product photo too much. It didn't look like it was a split tone wig to me, but when I get it on the mannequin here and brush her out, you guys will see what I am talking about. So we're gonna up her up here. Oops, looks like we're going down. So I'm gonna grab the back of the wig here, pull her down so that she's on here all the way. This one has a little bit of a better fit to the wig head. Again, you know, this is a wig head, it's not a real person's head, so it's not going to fit exactly the same way on me. So I'm scoot her back up, and we're going to brush her out so that she doesn't look quite as haggard as she does right now. I know I call all my wigs she. You can do with that what you will. Just going to give it a light combing through so that we can really see what she has to offer. So this wig gives me like some very Sailor Neptune vibes, especially this teal color that most of the wig is. So she's teal most of the way around, and then as I rotate her to the front, we'll see she has some purple. And there is a little bit of a kink in her bangs, so I will be, again, lightly heat treating these to fix them. You'll see here when I turn her the rest of the way that they don't quite lay flat down, and you know, this could be a result of the long international shipping that they spent in transit. You know, it could have gotten warm in the package and then they kind of heated in that position and got stuck there. Please don't mind me for a second. I have terrible allergies and my nose is running. So here's the base wig. So it's kind of like a medium length bob, and it's wavy, curly, what have you. So if you chose to, and you didn't like this brushed out look, which I like the brushed out look because I think it looks a little bit more natural, all you have to do is you can kind of feel where the sections are, just twist them around your finger, and there you have the individual curls will come right back to you. So this would be one, and so all I did was twist the hair the way that it's going, and they will clump back together and form little curls. See? But I like the brushed out look personally, especially when wearing twin tails. So like I mentioned, this one has 2 little twin tails, and one is on the greener side and one is more purple. So my assumption is that you should put them on the side of the wig that has that color. I'm sure you could switch it up, but this is probably what I will be doing with this particular wig. So they're a little teeny tiny little twin tail, nice and cute and petite. So there's that one clipped on. I think that went on pretty well for a kind of just haphazard clip. And the second one, still in the net here, but we're gonna get her out and on the wig here in just a second. Let's see. So normally I would do this while the wig's on my head. I would never put the twin tails on the wig and then try to put the wig on, because it's gonna kind of make the weight a little weird. And they might not be centered on your head, but for today we're just doing some review So no harm in putting them on the wig head and then having to move them around. That's fine. So this one is still a little bit high. That's a little low. You gotta get it like just right. It's like Goldilocks. So here is the Bobarica Fairy Frill Bobarica Model 3 in Fairy Frill by Dreamholic. One of the 6 wigs I purchased from them recently. I really like this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna wear it with. I think I only own one blue dress. So obviously I need to get some more of that in my wardrobe because now I have this wig and I have to wear her. Because she's so cute and blue's my favorite color, so why would I not wear a blue wig? My horns decided to migrate. Oh, just a little bit. Alright, so I really like this wig also because, you know, it's shorter, so it'll be off my neck for the most part in the heat. I don't think that the coverage is as good as on this one as it is on the Fairy Frill. You know, we went like this a bunch of times. We didn't see any wefts. I just went like this just for a second, and you can see wefts already. You can see that light color there. That's the wig base. It's not too bad, but yeah, we can see the wefts there just by going like that. So I would just be a little mindful if people are looking at you from the back. And actually, thinking about it, this wig could be perfect for cosplay of the Animal Crossing hamster with the kawaii sparkle eyes. I forget what her name is. But I think she's pink and purple, but if you just wanted to kind of stylize this to fit her, I think that would really work. Seeing the back of it reminded me of like little animal ears or little puppy ears, so that's an idea. So yeah, so this is from Dreamholic. Most of their wigs I think are in the like $40 range, regardless of style, which take that as you will. I do appreciate that brands like Arta Wigs have different prices for different length wigs because, you know, you're buying less product with a shorter wig. But with Dreamholic, it's kind of like a uniqueness factor where all the wigs, every color isn't necessarily going to be produced for every style. So there's going to be certain colors that are unique to each style, so that is one of the reasons why the price point is a little higher, and they're imported from overseas, so things to consider when you buy. Another tip to getting these wig caps on, and by wig cap I mean wig hairnet, is to just do it while it's on the wig head, or do it while it's on your own head. That'll help you a lot actually, because the wig's already stretched out, and if it's super long, I like to do like this kind of reminds me of Cat's Cradle. Do one of these, catch the hair from the bottom and then pull it up and go over the top, which we're gonna do here a little bit. And then I can just work my way around the sides, tuck in all the hair and pull her off of here. Don't catch the pins on your wig cap and wig head, because that'll be no bueno. But there we go, she's all up in her little thingy. So now I need to get her paper back in, and then we have to do the cardboard and slip back into bag. So now she's in the cardboard. She's also caught on my corset, but we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen because this is a live stream and we're doing it live. Alright, so again, I'm just tucking these into the cardboard, which I know you guys can't see, but once I get it started, I will hold it up again so I can show you guys what this looks like. So really use that cardboard to your advantage. So I've gotten it started, and we're just going to slide it down. There we go, and then you would just zip it shut. Another thing that's not too important to notice, but Dreamholic always has their logo on the bag, so that makes it really easy to ID this random plastic bag as the bag for your wig if you're traveling or at a convention, so don't throw it out if you need it to store the wigs. So I'm going to ziplock this shut and move on to the next one. So this is the next wig, and it is, if I can find the label, Catherine's Tea Time in Linen Sakura. So I probably can't see that label at all. But the labels for these, I'm very, very grateful that this time around the labels are on the bags. Some of my other purchases from them in the past didn't have that, and this makes things really easy to find which bag which wig goes into, and so that I can remember what the styles are when I'm doing streams like this, so I can tell you guys what these styles are. And for if I do like a model application, or if I'm posting on Instagram and someone asks me what wig are you wearing, I can grab the bag and I can look at the color and the style and ID it that way. So after that long-winded explanation, during which I probably could have pulled out this wig, we have another twin tail wig. So this one also has a beautiful, I love this color. It's a short little bob with dark gray roots. And we're going to pop her on the wig head here. So for this one, I am going to do the inside out kind of method to adhere her. There we go. So I'm just going to line up the front here and flip it downwards. Don't worry, not going to hurt the wig at all. And then I can pull it back. And then I'll give her a quick brush so that she looks nice. I would highly recommend investing in one of these cheap combs. I think they're like $3 to $5 at your local beauty supply store. Definitely invaluable when it comes to wigs. And wow, you can see that this wig has become, it's like a like a Karen bob almost. But she also has, let's scoot her up a bit. She's got a Hime bang, so that's that straight across and face frame. They're also a little bit swooped to one side, you can see here, probably from being in the bag in transit, so I will just lightly heat treat those with a round brush and a hair dryer on low, just to kind of make them come straight out rather than swoop to the side. Or I could choose to just kind of wear them as side bang, like this, which also works. So I have to dab my nose here. Now, it's hard to see this on the camera, I think, but this wig is dark on the top, it's gray, and then the ends actually have a little bit of like a lilac pink color to them, which I think is super, super pretty. And again, we have really, really, really good coverage with this wig. No matter how much I go like this, it's really hard to see those wefts. Like we could kind of see them there, but it wasn't as noticeable as it was with the unnatural colored wigs. So now that I have gone and really messed up how she is on this wig head, I'm going to fix that just a little bit, and then I'll show you what she looks like with her little twin tails. So the twin tails, interestingly enough, are curly for this wig, and they are very long. So short straight bob, long curly twin tails, which are also gorgeous, and you could maybe see a little bit better that the ends are pink. Not too sure how it shows up on the camera, but again, this is the Catherine's Tea Time in Linen Sakura. So I'm just going to clip on these twin tails here. I think I need to scoot this a little bit farther backwards on her head. And when I put twin tails on a wig, I really try to get them not just in the hair, but down into the wig, like cap itself, into those wefts, because that'll really help hold it in place. So I have one last one here, and then I'll show you what she looks like. And here we are. All right, I think that is straight enough for this particular purpose. Maybe I'll give her a little bit more of a, there we go. So here she is. So she's really cute with the extra twin tails on. So you can see that this straight bob wig has just totally been transformed by these two clips. It's a totally different style now. Actually, I can take my headband off, pop it on here, and show you what that would look like. So it's perfect for like a nice sweet Lolita look, or even, you know, Fairy K or whatever style you're choosing to do that's on the sweet side of the spectrum. I really think this wig would work. And if you don't want to do sweet, take the clips off and give a nice short bob that you could do for a gothic look because it's gray and dark. Or even OG, because a lot of OG looks have short straight bobs. I think that would really work for that. So again, one more time, this is Catherine's Tea Time in Linen Sakura by Dreamholic, and we have the kitty picking at his tower up there. He's gotta take some of the spotlight from us and all our wigs. Alright, so this one again, I'm putting back into the bag the same way, putting the net on it. The straight wigs you don't have to worry about as much as the curly ones. I think it's really important to get the curly ones in their hairnet because it helps preserve the curls. They don't get stretched out weird. But it's also nice to kind of keep everything together, and it keeps it from getting caught on stuff. So I don't think that this one had any of the tissue paper in it. So we're just gonna put him or her back into the cardboard and then slide the cardboard into the bag, just like we've done with every other Dreamholic wig we've done today. So it can be a little hard to get it started. Don't get frustrated. It's only a wig and you can do it. If they got it into the package to begin with, you can get it back. So this one's a little bit harder because the base wig is short, but we're getting it here, slowly but surely. Squeezing her in there. So I need to actually cord that wig with something because I'm just in love with it. It's so cute. Alright, so I think we have one last wig left to go in this particular section of the review, and that is the Madeline Model 3 in color Sapphire Ocean. So you can kind of see I did another thing about another blue wig. If you couldn't tell from the color name, Sapphire Ocean. So this wig is a split tone wig. Trying to bring back split tone wigs. They were very popular when I first started getting into J fashion back in 2012, 2013. And they've kind of fallen out of style. They were seen as like tacky, so people stopped wearing them. But I think that they're making a comeback. And this wig alone, my goodness, it is so cool. So I'm just gonna hold this here and pull it down on the back to get it over this wig head, which will work one of these days. Can we get it centered? Maybe. Alright, so we're going to give her, again, a quick comb so that it looks nice for the camera. And this is the base wig for the Madeline Model 3. I think the difference between Model 1, 2, and 3 was which twin tails you got, and or the bang shape, I believe. So the base wig here, sorry, I realized it scooted down. Again, it's a little straight bob, really cute on its own. I totally need to do a gothic look with this because it's so cute. Look at that. Can you imagine just swishing with that sassy little hair? Again, the coverage on this one, really good. I think the dark wigs just have better coverage because something about the way the black tricks the eyes, like you can't notice the wig cap as much, whereas you can see on the blue side, I feel like you can see it right away. Anyway, that aside, this feels like there's a lot of hair, which I really appreciate. And it's a shorter bob than I think the the Little Witch was, or Catherine's Tea Time. So that's cool. And then, so here was that cap. And then this also has twin tails. One in each color, one in black and one in the blue color. So here is the black one, and these are supposed to be a ringlet style. So I think that mine actually need a little bit of help. The curl got kind of, you can see it got kind of messed up in this middle section, which I'm going to try and correct. I used to be good at fixing this kind of stuff, and I kind of stink at it now. I don't think that did anything for me. Okay, so this is the black one, so I'm gonna put it on the black side. But you could easily, you know, switch it up, put it on the opposite side. For today's demo, you're just gonna put it on the side that it goes on, I guess. And you'll see this wig transform from like this sleek bob to this super cute, like dark bob with twin tails. So this one also has the same kind of weird squiggly in it. So I'm not sure if that is a design choice. Maybe it is. Maybe I just haven't learned to appreciate the styling. So here she is. And I love this. It's like two perfect little like ponytails with little ringlets. So this is another cute one for Lolita looks, or I could even see this for like a Yami Kawaii or Minhara look that's like blue in color base more rather than like red and pink. So yeah, I need to wear this one out too. But this was the Madeline Model 3 color Sapphire Ocean by Dreamholic, and I believe that's all the wigs that I have from them to review with you today. And I have one last wig, and by one last wig I mean I think I have 3, but we'll just go through with the one to have everybody's time in mind. So again, I'm putting them back into their little nets to preserve the curls. So there's one. Here's the other one, and if you want to do the technique that I was talking about before, scoot her back here. You just kind of open up the net, scoop it from the bottom, over the top, and then you can unclip it. It's ready to go. Here's the second one. And then now we just have the base wig. Gotta get it back into its net. There we go. Nice and easy. A little bit of hair sticking out there, but nothing that can't be fixed. And this one does have the paper, so that's going to go up in here as well, so that we don't get weird fold at the crown on this particular wig. So it's inside the cardboard, and now we're going to slip it into the bag carefully. I'm having a much harder time with this one than I did with any of the other ones for some reason. It's just must be that time of night where I'm tired and it's time to let somebody else do the dexterity work. Come on. Here we go. So we got it started. Once you got it started, you can get it the rest of the way. So my twin tails here fell out. They didn't stay in here, but that's okay. I can just slip them down into the bag. And they're in there. So those are all wigs I got from Dreamholic recently. Just kidding, there's 2 more. Those are all the short wigs I got from Dreamholic. I got 2 more. These are some of my favorites. For real. This wig, I got 2 red wigs. This one is the Silent Mary. I'm showing you guys the label, but the white balance is so bad you'll never be able to read it. But this is the Silent Mary in color Cranberry. This is a long, dense, curly wig. I will not be brushing through it because I don't want to ruin it. But she has those straight across kind of hime bangs. I did wear this. This is one of the few wigs that I have worn since this order has come in. You can find that look on my Instagram at instagram.com/the_black_cat. I believe the link is right here. I mean, right there in the little banner as well, if you want to see my Instagram looks where I wear this wig and one of the others. So this is a super, super long wig. You can already see. I'm not going to worry too much about getting her on here perfectly, because it is going to be a little bit of an ordeal to get her on and off. She is so long, and when you have a long wig, it's like having long hair. It somehow sheds and gets everywhere, inevitably, And you're just going like this and pulling these long hairs out of everywhere. Alright. I actually am going to pull out, I'm not going to knock everything over, but I'm going to pull out the comb because some hair got caught underneath the wig itself. And I do want to fix that. So I'm going to lift her up so you guys can see. So from the back, sorry, this wasn't meant to be done, but we had to do it. So this wig is really shiny looking, and one of the things I would do to fix that is just what I'm doing right now, just by very, very, very gently combing through it, and then maybe taking your fingers to kind of twist some of the strands back together so that they retain their original shape. It looks like that's a little bit harder to do with this wig than with some others. This is my first time having a wig like this where it's definitely just wavy. It's not curly. It is definitely wavy because these hair segments definitely go like this. They don't go like this. Because I'm trying to put these kind of back together in some sort of fashion, and it's not really taking as well as I'd like it to. So we will not repeat that. I will not be brushing through this wig many times. But I might brush through the top a little bit just to kind of blend the hairs a bit. So she's super long. She has straight bangs, which are actually in pretty good shape. There is a little bit here that kind of wants to do what it wants to do. But other than that, they pretty much come straight out and down, which is how we want them to be. I'm gonna have to fix this one section here at some point. And then there is a little bit of a weird crease at the top just because of the way it was stored. But overall, she is a super, super, super gorgeous wig. I'm gonna repost the link to Dreamholic one more time in case you have recently joined the stream and wanted to know where I got the wigs that we're reviewing right now. So this one again is the Silent Mary in Cranberry. If you are looking to buy this style, this is what it looks like, and this is what the color looks like. It's a little more like a raspberry, like pinky red than red, so the color might be a little bit off on the monitor, but it is pretty close. I think it looks a little bit of a warmer red, and it's really a cooler, almost got like a purple kind of tone to it. So if you can just give me a second, I'm determined to figure out how to fix this hair so that it goes back together the way that it was. Maybe that's impossible. It looks like I pulled some of it straight, and I really did not mean to do that. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a twist here. Maybe that will help fix it. It did a little bit. So here again is the Silent Mary and Cranberry. A little bit of weirdness happening here. I think some of the bangs got caught. They did. With the longer wigs, it is a little harder to pull the bangs out, and by that I just mean separate them from the rest of the hair. So just keep that in mind. It might be a little frustrating, but you can do it. I believe. And if you can't do it, you can always show up to one of these streams and ask me for help, and I will be happy to help you. So this one I'm going to go from the top just because of how long it is, and the tension is going to kind of help pull these curls back in as I tuck them into the knit. And I'm being very careful to not catch it on the pins that I have on this wig head. I have a bunch of pins around the bottom. I store them on the wig head so that they don't get lost. But that does have its drawbacks, aka right now when all this hair gets caught on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off here. And you can see they're all right in there. And because this wig is so big, kind of round, it doesn't have the cardboard in it. So it's just going straight into the cardboard and then into the bag. So I'm tucking her in now. I'm kind of using my knee as leverage. Don't know if that will help you guys at all. And now that it's started, I basically just shake it down into the bag, and there it's good. Alright, and we are rounding out the Dreamholic wigs with my favorite style of all of them, and that is the Hime Migi. And this one is in color Bakano, like the anime. And it is red and like burgundy color. So it's like a red and a dark reddish brown. And I'll show you what I mean by that once I get it out of its net. It's got a little folded over on itself. This is one of my favorite styles. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see me wear this one really long brown wig from Dreamholic in so many of my coordinates. It looks just like my real hair, except a little bit longer and a little bit curlier. My normal hair is like weird. It curls in the back and the front always stays straight. I don't know how to deal with it. But this one is super long and wavy, curly all the way through. It has some layers, so it's got some nice shape. And it's got the Hime bangs. And this one has a gradient hair color. So I need to turn this cap inside out just so I can get all the hair out of here that got stuck into these clips and various places accidentally, because I did kind of put this on in a rush the last time I wore it, and I regret that. Take your time to take care of your wigs. You will thank yourself in the long run. I'm just gonna do one of these really lightly. Okay, so that's that. Does the bottom look okay? Yes. Alright. One thing I forgot to talk about with the Silent Mary was the coverage. It wasn't too patchy that I noticed. I think my one complaint about that one is it's the first one where the hair does look really plasticky and shiny. So just something to think about. Alright, where are most of those pins on the side? So I'm going to put this on kind of inside out. Ugh, it's kind of hard. But I'm going to just set it up on here like this and flip the hair down. And I'm going to grab the bottom, pull down on it. Same with each side. Pull it around the wig head so it's on there really good. Here we go. Okay, so right away we can see she has a little bit of a weird bang going on. Doesn't matter, we can fix it with some heat treating. But this is one of my favorite styles of all time. It's beautiful, it's wavy, it's really thick. No matter where you part it, you can't see the hair. You can do lots of beautiful braided styles with this, or like just braid the top or pull it half up, and the coverage has always been really good in my experience, having on one of these in just a different color before. They do, like any long wig, they can tangle kind of easily, and the curly wigs also like to tangle. I don't know what it is about curly wigs, but they just want to tangle. My own hair is like that. It's long and it's a little wavy and it just wants to tangle. But that's okay. So, sorry, I'm just giving it a little bit of a brush on the areas that it needs it before she does her debut on screen. So, without further ado, here is the Hime Migi in Bakano. So it's got that weird bang, which we will be fixing at some point in time. And also, something to note is that there are two longer chunks of bang on either side, which is something I really like in my wig styles because I feel like it really frames the face. And my face is pretty round because I'm a little chunky side, so it helps to give me some structure to my face. And it's just really flattering on a lot of people, I think. But the one on this side, you can kind of tell from this shot, it's curling outwards. It's kind of going the wrong way, so I will have to heat treat that to make it go the way that I want it to go. We can do that on a stream sometime. And again, with Dreamholic wigs, I'm not really sure about the heat sensitivity of them, so I will probably use a hair dryer on the lowest setting, just to make sure that I don't accidentally like totally screw up the fibers of this wig. But yeah, she's beautiful. She's got a nice dark top and a red on the bottom. I think it looks super natural on somebody, especially if you got it in a natural color like this. Obviously, if it was like pink, it wouldn't look natural. But yeah, so these are all the wigs I got from Dreamholic. And I have one last wig to show you guys today before we wrap up this stream. And next week we will hopefully be doing some styling with some shorter wigs and some hair cutting. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So without further ado, I gotta get her back into her wig net. A little bit harder with this one. Super, super long. We didn't get it on the pins, so that's a win. And I'm just gonna pull her straight off of here. There we go. This one does still have her little paper head shape insert, so we're gonna go ahead and slide that up in there to kind of help maintain the head shape of the cap. And I'm just gonna fold this in half to get it back into the cardboard, which then I will slip into the bag. You will notice that we are not in my normal recording area today. We're at my desk, and that's because the connection is a little bit better here. I have my desktop, which I just recently built on stream. If you did get a chance to check out that stream, the VOD might still be below, and if not, I can hopefully get on my YouTube one of these days. But yeah, it's really fast and nice, and I haven't had any issues with it streaming yet. Alright, so we have one last wig to review, and I made the error of not grabbing the website of this wig, so I'm gonna get that right now. And it's from Minty Mix. So while I get this wig out, Minty Mix does split tone wigs for the most part, and or just multicolored wigs. That's their specialty. I bought this wig secondhand, so they do have resale value, and this one is blonde and black, and it's a very platinum blonde and black, so this is kind of giving me like Cruella de Vil vibes almost. If I were to do like a Disney themed gourd, I would definitely use this wig and try to do a Cruella de Vil thing, because let's face it, she has some bomb fashion. So without further ado, we're going to turn the wig head back around so I can see. Pop her on here. Actually, might need to do the inside out trick with this one. Just make sure we aren't catching any hair underneath the cap. Alright. So, this wig's in really good condition, especially seeing as I got it secondhand. I do need to brush through it a little bit. The hair went a little bit everywhere when I put it in the bag last. It's a nice short wig. I think most of the Minty Mix wigs are short like this. They're little wavy bobs. Super, super cute. Good for sweet looks, or maybe even like pastel goth. I will probably use this for Lolita. They're really popular in the Lolita community, or at least they used to be. I feel like I haven't seen too many Minty Mix wigs lately, but there should be more because they're great. Obviously the black, it's like a dark void on the camera there, but as I brush through the blonde side here, it should only take me a minute or two. Brush through the bangs just a bit. I think that any tangles in here I put in here because the person who had this before me didn't really wear it much, and that's one of the reasons why I was interested in buying it. But anyway, you can see that again we have some really good weft coverage. We don't see the wefts at all in the back. Just nice length. It's a great style. The bangs are cut super straight. I might heat treat them a little bit so they puff out a little bit more. But I, in general, just love this wig. I love it. I think maybe my only complaint would be that, I mean, I have a big head. It might have been a little tight on my head, but I can't really remember. And maybe the color scheme is a little stark for like my skin tone, but that's not going to stop me from wearing it and contouring the heck out of my face until it looks right. So one last thing before we go, just to show you guys my coordinate, because I didn't get a chance to do that. What I'm wearing here today, here I'll step back, is my shirt is by Dhl. It's from her I Did Not Hurt Myself collection. This corset is from Orchard Corset. It's a waspy mesh corset, one of the shorter ones, and the skirt is from Otaku Apparel, and it has a little bit of a medical theme on it, and it's got suspender straps and crosses in the back, which is super cute. This head bow is actually 3 head bows. It's an angelic pretty head bow, a dreamholic head bow, another angelic pretty head bow, and my horns are from Beastly Boutique. Sorry, we're gonna fix that there. So, oh, also my pin is by Dhl. And if you guys want to know any of those brands and their links, I can link them below, or you can maybe find them on my Instagram when I eventually post this coordinate. So, I guess that's all that we had to review today. I do have some Ardo wigs, but we can talk about them next week because we will be doing some styling on them because I bought them for OG looks and for a Visual K look. So yeah, without further ado, thank you guys for being here. If you liked this stream, please consider dropping me a follow. It means a lot to me. I'm really trying to hit affiliate because I really like streaming. I love presenting and sharing information with you guys, and I love playing video games, so I'm going to be streaming Paper Mario soon, the new one on Switch. So if you want to see me be kawaii and play games or show you cool stuff, or if you want to see me draw, please consider giving the channel a follow and turning on your notifications because I really could use the support. Or tell a friend if you think you know somebody who liked this channel. Go ahead and share the link with them, and eventually I will be posting these videos on YouTube. So give me a follow, Instagram or Twitch if you feel like it. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been Wig Work Wednesdays with me, the Black Cat, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!